and a little bit later on.
That's what you meant when you said we're getting ready, isn't it? It wasn't the snow.
No, the storm. It was all about the storm.
Well, first, let's get right to the winter storms across the nation and see where they're headed. Dave Price is in Chicago, where it's snowing. Good morning, Dave. Is it still snowing right now?
Oh, yeah, it is awful here, Julie. Good morning to you. Chicago is waking up to heavy snow and sleet this morning. All 274 of their trucks, the entire fleet out, keeping the roads clear or attempting to get ahead of the storm. The Northeast is going to see snow in just a few hours, beginning to overtake that region. And it's wreaking havoc on those who are trying to get out early for getaways or trying to get in those last few days of work. All of this weather coming from the west, where winter has arrived early this year. In Washington State, Seattle got a rare 4 inches of snow accumulation.
This is a severe weather alert from the News Channel 15 Live Doppler 15 Weather Center.
Good morning. Continuing coverage of this ice storm across the area as we are going to look at the components from this storm, and it is and has been a very dangerous storm across the area. Big question right now is, when is that temperature going to get above freezing? We think it's going to happen within the next hour or so. Let's take a look at Futurecast, and we look at the hours here towards the early morning here, and we are seeing some improvement as we head through the day. We'll look for the possibility of the rain coming to an end, which I think it is already, and then we'll see another weather system headed our way on Saturday, and that's going to bring some more Arctic air to the picture. Kelly Green is teaming up with me this morning, and she has the latest on what's happening with live Doppler Fury. Kelly.
Thanks, Greg. It definitely is treacherous out there, even just a step outside on the sidewalk, because we've had a lot of ice accumulating across the area, in excess of 3/10 to a half an inch of ice accumulation across our viewing area. Let's take a look at live Doppler 15 Fury right now. The good news is we're starting to see this precipitation taper off. We had a lot of heavy rainfall, which led the way to that freezing rain earlier this morning. So the system is beginning to pull on out of here, likely to make its way in to northwest Ohio right now with some more freezing rain across the area. Temperatures, though, at that freezing mark, and that's what we're looking to see it finally climb above it. And we're still away from that at this point. 32 degrees right now on our WeatherBug network, and the air is still very breezy. We think that our anemometer is probably frozen at this point. We've had some gusty winds between 20 and 25 miles per hour this morning, and that is probably causing some of those power lines to be down this morning as well. Now, our look across the area, Kendallville at 28 degrees, New Haven 28. So those areas still likely to see that freezing rain. That precipitation is tapering off, though, so that is definitely some good news. And here's a look at the region, 32 in Fort Wayne, Chicago at 28, but notice to our south, much warmer air. And as that system continues to move north, those temperatures will rise, and Greg will time that out for you next.
Well, it looks like temperatures are going to start to rise as we head through the afternoon hours, and then we're going to see another weather system head our way coming in on Saturday night, and that is going to bring the possibility of more snow to the picture. But we think what's going to happen within the next hour or so, within the 8 o'clock hour, that our temperature will get above the freezing mark, and that will essentially end the ice storm for all of us. There's going to be at least a few hours where we do see temperatures above freezing, and then temperatures will fall below the freezing mark later on this afternoon for us. Here's a quick look at our extended forecast as we do see temperatures which are going to be on the chilly side as we head into this weekend. Continuing coverage of this storm throughout the overnight and into the morning hours. This has been a very long process for us here at News Channel 15, but we're going to continue until the temperature actually goes up. And it looks like that is going to happen fairly soon, but we'll stay on the air with you. About 2,000 people so far reported without power from I&M, so it may be dark in several areas. The roads are very treacherous, so be careful as you head outside. And we're going to have more on this coming up at 7:25. We'll see you then.
This has been a severe weather alert from the News Channel 15 Live Doppler 15 Weather Center. We now return you to regularly scheduled programming.
Home.
This is Orange County Utilities Emergency Dispatch. We found a human skull.
The utility worker who led investigators to the remains last week apparently...
There's the 410 forklift into the vicinity. Ice storm warning in effect until noon today. Today, freezing rain or rain, and isolated thunderstorms in the morning, then chance of snow and rain in the afternoon. Little or no snow accumulation. Total ice accumulation of 1/2 to 1 inch. Highs in the mid-30s. East wind 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, shifting to the north 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon.